This is a story of New Orleans gangster rapper Christopher B.G. Dorsey. Born on September 3, 1980 in New Orleans, Louisiana. B.G. is widely known as a rapper from New Orleans who was signed to Cash Money Records in the 90s. B.G. is a platinum selling artist and one of the hardest to come out of Cash Money in New Orleans. Unlike most rappers these days, B.G. really lived the life he rap about. When B.G. said he was in the hood, he was still out there. When B.G. said he was hanging out with some gangsters, they was right there with him. When it comes to B.G., he a real street ninja, plus he a certified legend in the rap game in New Orleans. For all y'all young dudes talking about who is B.G., y'all better do y'all's research. B.G. is from the 13th Ward in New Orleans, Uptown, Fur Red neighborhood. Growing up in New Orleans, B.G. lived in a shotgun-style house on the corner of Valence and Magnolia Street. When B.G. was coming up, he was raised by a single mother because when B.G. was 12 years old, his father was kidnapped, robbed, and murdered. When B.G. was a kid, he witnessed drug dealing at an early age. B.G. once said since his mom was a hustler, he would see drugs all the time. Around the age of 8 years old, B.G. would start looking up to some dudes around this area who were some big timers named Baby and Slim. The same dudes who would become hip-hop moguls and go on to start Cash Money Records. Before B.G. got the name B.G., he would be known as Lil Doogie around his hood. At the age of 12 years old, after his dad got killed, B.G. said he would start thugging and begin to sell crack. This would be around the same time Baby and Slim started Cash Money Records. Around the age of 13, B.G. would begin to take interest into rap music, so he said he started rapping. After rapping for a little while, B.G. would become the best rapper in his neighborhood. Once everybody started talking about B.G.'s rapping skills, Baby and Slim would hear about it, then they would sign B.G. to Cash Money Records. B.G. was able to sign with Cash Money because his barber was connected to Baby and Slim. B.G.'s barber would be the one that introduced B.G. to Baby and Slim. Once B.G. signed to Cash Money, he would be put into a group with another young rapper named Baby D. The young rapper Baby D would go on to become Lil Wayne. B.G. and Lil Wayne's group would be known as the VGs, which stood for Baby Gangsters. At the age of 15, B.G. would release his first album on Cash Money called True Story. It is said B.G. would start using heroin around this age also. Juvenile once said in an interview, B.G. was the main factor for Cash Money getting a record deal with Universal Records. After B.G. had a successful run with Cash Money, B.G. would start asking Baby for his money from his music. But like Baby did all his artists, he decided not to pay B.G. his money he was entitled to. So B.G. would eventually leave Cash Money after releasing his album called Checkmate. Once B.G. left Cash Money, he would start his own record label called Chopper City. Around this time, B.G. would be seen in the streets of New Orleans heavy. B.G. would start hanging out with gangsters and hustlers on the regular. But in 2009, B.G.'s downfall would begin. On November 3, 2009, B.G. and two associates would be pulled over by the police. The police would search the car and find 3 guns. 2 of the 3 guns were stolen, and all 3 of the guns would have extra clips. It is said the 2 dudes that was with B.G. was steppers for a drug kingpin named Telly Hankton. The police also believe the stolen truck that B.G. and the 2 dudes was in was involved in a homicide. B.G. and the 2 dudes who were with him would eventually be arrested by police. After everybody got arrested, they all was facing state charges, but the feds would eventually pick up the case. The 2 men eventually decided to plead guilty, but B.G. decided to fight his case since he was being charged as the leader. While B.G. was in trial fighting his federal case, the prosecutors would show a video of B.G. hanging out with 2 notorious gangsters known as Telly Hankton and Walter Porter. The prosecutors would even play some of B.G.'s music in trial, and he was only fighting a gun case. The prosecutors tried to make B.G. look more like a gangster than a rapper. The prosecutors even asked the judge to give B.G. 25 years because of his background. But instead of giving B.G. 25 years for a gun, the judge decided to give him 14 years. On September 4, 2023, B.G. would get out of federal prison. B.G. did a total of 11 years in federal prison over a gun.